Hey everybody, a Retro Geek Dad here, back with another toy review. This time we're looking at the Marvel Legends series, What If? The Hydro Stomper. I had picked him up at Target. It was about $40, I believe. But this is a big boy. It's kind of right off the bat. Let's do a real quick tape measure. So looking at about like 10.5 inches. For the packaging, and based on the bottom at the widest point, we're looking at like about 8.5 inches at the widest point. Heavy figure too. Do a quick little weight. See how heavy it is. We're looking at about 1 pound, 13.8 ounces, so right at like 2 pounds. So it's a pretty big chunk of boy. Like I said, I had picked him up at Target. It's from the What If series. If you're not familiar with the What If series, it is on Disney Plus. Kind of tells a alternate multiverse storylines. This one's actually for what if Peggy Carter had became Captain America. And this is what Steve Rogers dons. Since he never got the serum. I don't want to give too much away for the storyline, but it's really cool. Basically, this is a World War II version of Iron Man. Kind of the tank deco. Really cool. Go check out the series. Really cool. So I'm not going to go too much in the story because I don't want to give too much away. But I'll post right here on the back. If you want to read it, you can. If you want to pause it. But, yeah. Do a little package review real quick, and then we're going to open it and check it out. So you get this really cool picture. And, of course, the animation for the show is kind of like cel-shaded, I guess, is the term. So you got kind of the picture here of it. Kind of a side view. And, of course, he comes with different hands, blast effects. Like much of the Iron Man figures from the Marvel series, Marvel Legends series. Bottom, the UPC code. Of course, the top. That is the character, the Watcher. He's kind of like the narrator for the show. But yeah, it's a really cool figure. Big, chunky boy. Really cool if you like Iron Man. We're going to open him up, do a quick review, kind of check them out, and see what we got. Okay, so we're going to jump in, and all the Marvel Legends figures, they pretty much open from the side, so cut the tape. A little tab here. And let's see. Slide that out. Put that to the side. Okay, so we got something I wasn't expecting. We'll get to that in a second. So we've got our little Marvel Legends warning multi-language page. Background, kind of like this little purple dystopian damaged, I guess it would be Europe from World War II. So we got the figure. Like I said, this is a big boy. I don't see any ties. However, his little antenna right here is through the package. It's kind of flexible, so maybe it won't be a problem. Oh. Alright, so that's a big chunky boy. Big boy. Alright, so we're going to set him to the side, get the rest of the accessories out. And it does come with another set of hands and some blast effects. And what was behind him, I didn't know what was behind him, but he actually has his rocket pack. So that's cool. I wasn't expecting that. So let's take a quick look at the figure itself. So get a measurement. Try to get them up straight. So we're looking at almost 9 inches. A 9-inch tall figure. So about 9 inches. Tilt the camera down some. So I really like the kind of tank deco. The World War II tank. I mean, he looks like a tank. Basically is. Everything looks really clean. You can see the rivets on it. You know, lines and everything, straight lines. Little machine gun here. Like the antenna. There's the mask. It's really cool. Really cool. So look at articulation. Head is on a ball joint. Kind of clicks into place, so that's pretty good. If you wanted to have a good pose. Arms move up and down. They're on a ball joint. Swivel here. Elbow, single joint on the elbow. Wrist is on a ball joint with swivels. All the joints seem pretty good. They kind of click. So if you wanted to lock those positions for posing. We've got turn here. Clicks there. Definitely. Leg joints, they are on a ball joint. There's not much movement just because of, you know, the armor here. So there's really only like 2 positions. But they click in. Knees are tight. But single knee joints. They click in. Feet, ankles. Looks like to be on a ball joint. There's some rock to it. But all the joints are really tight. Good and sturdy. They click into place. Good for posing. There's not a whole lot you can do here as far as posing, but what you can do is pretty good tight. Got a little loose movement here in the waist. So there is that. But that's not too bad. Because you got, you know, legs are pretty good foundation, you know, for posing. But let's get to the blast effects. So he's got blaster here, which, oh, you know what? These don't even go to the weapons. I bet these go to the rockets that go on his back. Yep. So he has got on his back. So this piece here. So we'll put that piece there, which I'm guessing is right. And we have, yeah. So right here, they just kind of clip onto these side pieces. So we can do the rockets like that. Now I do see where it clicks in, kind of coming apart, just because once these are connected, this piece is so heavy, and that sits like that. Of course, I could have this whole thing backwards, but it kind of looks like it sits pretty flush there. So the blast effects actually go, they go on the bottom of the rocket, kind of like that. So the issue I see is this backpack staying on. But if you're not messing with it, seems to be pretty good. So there's your rockets. That looks pretty cool. I like that. I really like that. I like the hoses and everything. That's pretty cool. So that is where the blast effects come into. And of course, you know, this piece comes off. And he does come with a second set of hands. So these hands here are the closed punching hands. They got pretty good sized pegs on them. But let's see how easy. Okay, well that popped off pretty good. try the other one. Okay, so the hands pop off pretty good. No real hard trouble there. They pop in pretty good. They seem to stay in place pretty good. So yeah, and I really like this figure. This is a really, really cool figure. I mean, look at that. I'm happy with this figure. I really am. There's not a lot of figures that I'm real happy, like 100% top of my, top 10 list. But this is definitely a top 10. I think this is an underrated figure. See, if you do customs, you can come in here with a little black dry brushing and stuff and add some age to it. Oh, that would be cool. I highly recommend this figure, especially if you're an Iron Man fan or if you're a What If fan. But just as an Iron Man fan, this is a cool, really cool like armor. Highly recommend this one. Good job. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you again soon.